I'm just gonna do it full send because I want the experience of snow on me. So I'm just gonna do it. It was fun, but it was kind of like uneventful. But hi, welcome to my video where I'm going to be talking about knowledge today. I am outside. It is super cold, so I hope my phone doesn't freeze. Or me. I guess we'll find out. But I wanted to talk a little bit just about what knowledge is and awareness. And I think the first thing that is most definitely important is we all have this inside of us. We all have this intelligence within us and is not limited or subjectified to any being whatsoever. In fact, we all are one source of intelligent streaming, but is not limited to any way of act that links you to this. Anything that makes you feel connected to self is correct. So when you have the awareness, that awareness is love. Love is just an emotion. We often tie it to things, but love is simply just an emotion, and non-physically speaking and non-connected to the emotional aspect, it's source, whatever your source is to you. And so when you connect source to knowledge, it's not limited to the experiences that you have. So this is where discernment comes in. You have to have discernment to know what is true knowledge to you. Anything that brings you away from self will be known. This is what authenticity and truth is. So if something that you're integrating or being around, whether it's certain... Hi, Kenya. Oh my god, wait. Look. But anything you're around that isn't true an expression of self, it will be shown within discernment, which is a very, very fine tuning of your awareness to knowledge. So this is why there's so many different versions of knowledge that you can have access to. Anything that will connect with your inner authenticity of your being. That's why even words cannot directly explain the feeling and the experience that I'm trying to portray of what knowledge is, because it is the very essence of observation of self. The awareness of self is knowledge, and so the self-expression is knowledge itself. The very pinpoint of your totality and your soul progression cannot be limited to anything except the very negativity and opposition of self. Knowledge is like the sun. It's like the sun, and everyone has a cord connected to the sun, the knowledge that they can access. But the only thing that limits you from connecting to this inner truth, this inner knowledge, is acceptance that you have the cord inside the sun. So it's just as though just knowing that you are non-physically orientated in a physical body, you are divinely orchestrated, and not everything is in your control. And this really links to faith, ability to connect with your own faith, and knowing within yourself what is right and true and just to yourself. So yeah, that's why there's such a plethora of experiences that can be subjective to self. Nothing is wrong, nothing is separate. It's just the ability to be authentic within your nature when it comes to things you're passionate about. The only thing that limits your expression of knowing what knowledge truly is to you is the disbelief that you can attain it, that you can have it. It's a starting point to realize that you can do this. You can have the inner compassion for yourself, but it's important to know that eventually this search will stop when you realize it's already inside of you, and everything you do becomes an act of self, becomes an act of service to self. The very act of doing that of which completes yourself is just and holy and true. And that's the embodiment of knowledge, is that knowledge is not one thing, because intelligence of source is not one thing. Just know that anything that benefits you to connect is the the benefit of life. You say bye? Bye.